Hello guys, this is Tyler. This is a little update video. I haven't took one in a while because of family health, my own health too. I've been running around my mom and stuff like that. So anyway, I haven't done a video in a while, and that's the reason why. Today I'm going to do a couple cold starts and discuss a few things. That little 10 horse there is for sale. It's needs the governor reset. It needs a starter, of course, but that engine there is one off the ST10 that I sold. I thought that engine was junk. Well, it will run with some work done to it, but it's going to be for sale. The SSI does have spark. I don't know how, because it survived an electrical fire, but anyway, that little thing does have spark. I found that out by cranking it over with a starter off of that one. But anyway, we're going to do this cold start on the Suburban 14 and then the SS15 in the shed. Now let's talk about this little guy. This is in for service. It's a 1969 Suburban 12 with a 70 hood and grill on it. The hood and grill is off the parts machine that belongs to my neighbor. This thing's, like I said, is in for service. It originally came from a neighbor next door back in the 80s, before I was even born. But anyway, for the past 20 plus years, it's been sitting down in Kentucky being used yearly for mowing like 2 acres of grass. It's up here in for service because it's got some problems. It keeps blowing head gaskets, which it should be an easy fix. Swap a head and get a gasket and new head bolts. And something else that I have never seen on these Suburbans. This front frame section needs replaced. And it's not cracked like the 75 on plus ones do. This one the axle bolt came loose and it wobbled out the holes. And I'll show you what I mean. You see how loose that is? Yeah, the whole front frame section's getting replaced. I'm just waiting on the neighbor to get over the parts machine. Yeah, somebody tried putting a car battery in it at one time. I was told by the neighbor also, at one time this thing fell out of the back of a pickup truck doing about 60 miles an hour. My neighbor had to go through the wiring, rewire the whole thing, plus replace the SSI. Back when it happened, the SSI was still available. And it's been, like I said, replaced. There's a few brackets that were interchanged from the 70. It's got the quick release that's from the 70. But when I go to split the frame section, I asked the neighbor, I says, which footrest would you want? I says, the short ones that are on it or the long ones? And he says, I want the long ones. So whenever we get the 70 over here, when this thing gets split to replace the front frame section, the long footrests are going on it. But that's about all I can say about this for right now. There might be a bunch of other parts that are going to end up going on it. This thing, the ignition switch is screwed up on it. There's a bunch of stuff that's weird. This is the same setup dash that I stuck on the Suburban 14. It's got the hole for the amp meter, it's just not cut out. I'm also putting the amp meter in this thing when I redo it. This one's got the light for the battery, which if you trim that out after you take the light out, you can put the cigarette lighter in there, like I did on that one over there, the dash. Alright, let's get down to these cold starts. Okay, gonna put the camera on the tripod once I find the hole. Whoops, gonna have to angle it. Okay. I just realized how to use this tripod correctly. The handle unscrews to make the mount loose to where you can angle it how you want, then you screw the handle back down and it tightens it up. Turn the gas on, bump the throttle up a little bit, pull the choke out. It's cold. It should fire up now. Suburban 14. It's a good little tractor, like I said, though. It's been sitting a while because, well, we have no snow or anything to do with it right now. So, plus I've been busy with other stuff. So it's just been sitting along with this one. This one here's been fired up though. I fired it up a week or so ago, the custom 80. I need to do starts on Dad's tractors sometime. Okay. Alright, let's get this situated. I had the camera at an angle. Oops. This one might be a pain to start. Did turn on the gas, didn't I? Yes. This one's got the safety hooked up still. And of course, it's going to be like the other one. Alright. Yeah, I use the inline plastic 90-degree gas shutoffs on these, and they seem to work good. Okay, I cleaned off this while I was waiting for. Yeah. Alright. We usually tarp this one all the time, so it hasn't been started in a good month, so it might take some cranking. Might see a little bit of smoke on it out of it. misfiring, stuff like that. Well, you do anyway, because it's low on gas. Completely run out of gas. I had the choke or gas shut off for the past minute or so. But yeah. They sure are good workers though. And we won't replace them for newer machines, that's for damn sure. Because, well, it's just that. Where are you gonna find a cheap machine that can still do all the ground engaging attachments and stuff like that? Nowhere. But yeah, I might eventually sell the custom 80. I'm not too sure. I'm really thinking about it. But the custom 80 is over here, by the way. It's that other one in the lean-to, the one that somebody painted Cub yellow. But yeah, I'm not too sure yet. The deal on the ST16 fell through, so I got somebody that's going to be looking for parts off of it. Oops, let me get there. Anyway, I'm keeping the transmission. I'm pulling the steering wheel as long as I can get it defrosted and stuff like that. I don't know if anyone wants the engine. Message me. I was told it lost all compression. I pulled the valve cover. Both valves go up and down. Piston goes up and down. But I put it back together. Like I said, it was just the valve cover I pulled. I could hear the piston moving up and down, so I'm not too sure. I don't think it's the valve seat at all. I think it probably lost spark. That's what I'm thinking. Because the guy who somebody else got it from just said it just died one day while mowing. It could be anything. It could even be the fuel pump. But it's got compression. I know that. It's got plenty of compression. So I'm debating on getting a can of ether and shooting in it a little bit and see if I can get it to fire up. But I have to put the starter back on it. If I can get it to fire, then I'm pretty sure someone will buy the engine. I mean, hell, even parts, it's worth it. It's even got the stock exhaust muffler on it still. But anyway, yeah, I got somebody coming to get the dash off of it, upper nose cone. Not too sure what else, but the reason why I want the tranny is I can use it. That tranny is awesome in there. It may go in the Suburban 14, and the 68 trans that's in the Suburban 14 is coming out, because that trans there shifts awesome. Just running through the gears, it shifts awesome. But I don't know. Yeah, I still have the other 3 Sears that are sitting there up on the hill. You can't see them on the camera, but I got those 3 Sears up there on the hill still for sale. If they don't sell within the next couple of weeks, the price is getting dropped, even though I don't want to, but the price will get dropped because I need them out of here. But that's about it from what's going on around here. I just, like I said, it's just been with other stuff. I haven't been able to do anything. It's gonna be pushing it when I go to get that steering wheel off of the ST16, because my shoulder's killing me and it's starting to hurt again. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. It's getting cold out here. You probably heard enough of my rambling anyway. Alright.